Hello, everyone. This is Jerry B. How y'all doing out there this morning on a Monday morning? It might be Monday afternoon for you. It might be even Monday night. Or you might watch this another time and it might not even be Monday, right? But I'm here just to give you some encouragement today. My goal is to always to empower, to impact your life. That's what I was called to do. So I hope what I say will be an encouragement. And what I want to talk about today is just basically um, what you want to do in life. What is your dreams? I've always have had dreams. Even as a little girl, I always had dreams and desires and I always had this fantasy world in my head. Nobody knew but me. And then there was times people did know and kind of like thought I was crazy. But I always had this dream world. And because God had always put in my heart to these desires. And when I was young, I didn't really know at that time that these things that was in my heart or that I was thinking that they was really desires that God had already put there. And maybe you feel that way too. Maybe just you think that, oh, these things are just too big. Oh, why am I thinking this way? It don't never look like I'm gonna get there. I don't have the money. I mean, all kinds of things go through your head when it comes to your desire and your dreams. Trust me, I know. And then you have so many people saying, you living in la la land somewhere, and they kind of discourage you from actually taking action to what you so called to do, and you only have those beautiful desires only because God gave them to you. So what I want you to do is begin to go back and analyze those things that you so have in your heart so strong. Having you have some things in your heart that you just, you just know that you want to do it, that you really supposed to do. Well, I want you to go back and analyze that. I want you to analyze that, and I want you to begin to look at what you want, not what somebody else wants. And I know when I was, I started having children at a young age. I was 18 when I had my first child, and so of course I had to restructure some things. I had my life went a totally different way than my la la land of my dream, right? But that didn't mean that they wasn't supposed to come to pass. Just because I started having children, I had four, and I was like bam, 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 right behind one another. But even that, my dream was still real, y'all. And even though you have hiccups and things that may have came your way, that they say, God, it just don't look like it's going to happen, some hindrance came, but the dream is still real. Thank God I had my children. They're four beautiful adults now, right? And I can't even imagine my life without them, But at the same time, Jerry still had dreams, and Jerry still had desires. And Jerry said, you know what? Now that my kids are grown, I'm going to focus on what Jerry wants to do. Anybody out there like that? Anybody out there like that to where it just seems like, it just everything that you can possibly think of hinder you from going after your dreams and your goals, and your desires. Well, I'm here to tell you it's never too late. In my testimony alone, the reason I sit in my office today, I'm here at home, I work from home, and I'm sitting here in my office only because God, God, I get excited, and I don't want to cry, so I'm not going to talk about it. But God has been so good to me. And he told me to move to California. And when I moved, I had nothing. And he has blessed me beyond my wildest dreams. And I just want to share my word with you. So by sharing my word with you, perhaps it would encourage you to move forward in your life. So this is all for the day. I want you to think on that. I don't want to be before you maybe about 5 or 6 minutes, because when you start watching long videos, you get tired and then you don't want to watch anymore, right? And so I do sometimes, unless it's really, really good, right? So I want to leave this with you. Go back and think about all those things that you so desired to do and didn't get a chance to. Go back, pull out your pen and pad, and begin to write them down. And let's walk through. Let's walk it through. Okay? But in the meantime, this is what I want you to do. I always say, my goal is to always to empower someone to impact their life. Always to empower someone to impact their lives. So I tell you to do the same. Empower someone today to impact their life. Because you never know. Their life just might depend on it. I love you guys. And continue to stay strong. And like my grandma used to say, I plant you now and dig you later. If you didn't get that, I said, I plant you now and dig you later. I know it's not correct English, but that's the way my grandma said. Goodbye.